I'm Samira Banks. I'm from the Middle East. And when I first started doing comedy, I was told not to make jokes with a premise that's too tragic. And I've always wanted to make jokes about being from the Middle East, but I don't know if you've seen the news recently or ever. It's not looking good. My parents were refugees, and there's an interesting narrative about refugees in this country. Like the Tories, they really hate them. And a lot of people don't get that, but I do. Because they come here on boats, and sailing, that's a Tory thing. So it's cultural appropriation, really. And I get why they're upset. My personal dream is that the refugee crisis gets so popular that it gets sponsored by brands. So it's seen as less of a threat and more of an Aldi-owned brand, Henley Regatta. My dad, he didn't come here on a boat, though. He was human trafficked in a truck full of potatoes. He was hiding underneath all the potatoes. He's had a chip on his shoulder ever since. No, it's true, though, he was. And I think that's a brilliant idea by the human trafficker who came up with that. Because no one in this country is going to turn back a truck full of potatoes. But I think the sad thing about that story is that the human trafficker who came up with that and saved my dad's life, he never got any recognition for it. I don't know if you know much about human trafficking, but not a lot of awards you can win in that industry. You can't get Employee of the Month. No one claps for you. Hashtag not all human traffickers. And I know coming in a truck full of potatoes is technically illegal. But what I think is much more criminal is the way you season those potatoes in this country. You've got more STDs going around in this country than you do spices in your dishes. That's a fact. You've got chlamydia, gonorrhea, super gonorrhea, and then salt, maybe pepper. We don't have super gonorrhea in the Middle East yet, because I haven't been back in a while. I'm working on it. We do have extremism, though. And I think super gonorrhea and extremism have a lot in common. They're both very dangerous. They both spread quickly. And they're both things I'm apparently prone to.